Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy this video. Check out some of my other content and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you enjoy the video, definitely give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. So today's video, I am unboxing and reviewing a dip powder starter kit by Beetles. I wasn't aware that they made dip powder. I thought they just did gel polishes and like poly gel, but I did see this on Amazon, so I wanted to pick it up and then give it a try, give it a quick review, share my thoughts with you guys. The kits aren't named. They have different kits. They have about 2 starter kits with different colors, and then they have some kits with just 6 powders of 6 containers of dip. So they're not named, unfortunately. But the good thing about it is there are pictures. So if you're interested in this kit, you just kind of have to match the colors. So this has pastel colors and neon colors. So that's the kit that you would get. And I will add this to my Amazon storefront under dip powder and acrylic. And this is how it comes packaged. So you can kind of see on the outside what colors are in the kit. And you get a 180 grit file, a dust brush, and then a cuticle pusher with the kit. And this is how the liquids and powders look. And powders are 0.53 ounce, half ounce. Liquids are half ounce. And the liquids are in a plastic bottle. I am going to just go ahead and pull everything out of the packaging, and then we're going to do some swatching. In this video, I'm going to swatch with the resins or the glue, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do one coat on camera. The second coat I'm doing off camera, applying the activator and the top coat off camera. And then after I do the first coat on camera, first coat's on camera, I'm going to do all that other stuff off camera. Then I'm going to come back, show you the colors, and then I'm also going to do swatches with Monomer of all the dip colors and just kind of discuss how they work with Monomer as well. So they come packaged pretty well. They are sealed. All of them were sealed. And I know the jars look empty, but these are pretty big jars, and then is a half ounce of powders. So I don't know why they didn't get a smaller jar, but I actually don't mind the bigger jar. It gives you a little bit more room when you're dipping your nail inside of your dip powder. That's if you're exclusively using your dip powder just for yourself. You can just dip your nail right into it, into the jar. And even if you have a little bit of a longer nail, that I think these containers would be fine because they're a little bit wider. So I'm just going to go through the colors. I'm not going to talk throughout the whole swatching process. It's pretty simple. You apply your thin layer of base. However, I think here I actually applied on accident the brush saver. I was looking at it like, what the heck? Why does it look like this? So I just got a new swatch stick and used the correct liquid, which is the base. And the liquids do not have a really strong smell. They still smell like resin, they still smell like glue, but it's not overwhelming like some dip powder liquids. I like the quality of the brush because the brush was firm, so they're not all flimsy, so you can get a better coat of the glues or the resins. And for the most part, I felt like these were pretty good coverage. My first layer wasn't the smoothest, but by the second layer I was able to get that even coverage. So for the most part, two layers of dip would be fine. For a couple of the neons, I feel like maybe that third coat would be okay as well. But for the most part, 2 dips was just enough. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all the colors here. I'll let you guys watch me swatch. For the most part, I either shook the containers or stirred the containers. You can tell these are a little bit chalky. So I think they used a lot of white in these colors, especially the pastels. Just based on the texture of like white acrylic powder and the texture of these, they were a little bit chalky. With the neons, not so much, but with the pastels, they were a little bit more chalky. But that's all the feedback I really have for the dip powders. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me do the rest of the swatches, and then I will come back when I'm using the monomer to do the swatches. Okay, so off camera, I did do a second coat of the dip powder. I did the activator, and then I did 2 coats of the top coat. And so I'm gonna go through the colors in order, show you the swatch, and then swatch them with some monomer. For the most part, these were pretty chalky, especially with the pastels, and I did say that earlier. I think they used a lot of white. The monomer that I'm using to swatch with is Young Nails monomer, and yeah, you could pretty much see for yourself that if you want to use these with monomer, you're going to have to play with them a little bit. They're not intended to be used with monomer, so I'm not disappointed or upset or anything like that, because the intent of it was dip powder. But it's always a bonus when you get dip powder and then you play with it with your monomer and you're able to use it both ways. So I'm not saying you can't use it with monomer. You're just going to have to play with it a little bit. And if your preference was to use monomer, you can mix it in with some clear acrylic powder to kind of take away some of that chalkiness. And I do have a video showing you how to do that, which I will link in the cards above. And the good thing about it is that there's a little bit extra room in these jars. So if you really wanted to use them as acrylic powder, I would just add some clear acrylic and then definitely use them with monomer that way. I didn't do my nails in this video. I just basically have nothing on my nails. I just filed my nails down to whatever was underneath my last design. So I have a little bit of that McCart Builder Gel still on my nails. And I did have an overlay of the Not Polish, one of their nudes, and it was a little bulky. So I have another dip powder kit to swatch, and that'll be out in the next couple of days. It's by Saviland. So I'm going to swatch that kit, and then I'm going to come back in another video and just use either this kit or that kit, whichever one colors I like the most, and then just do an overlay over my natural nails. And these are like 3, almost 4 weeks of growth on my nails. I use a lot of cuticle oils, which I do have on my website, and it really helps my nails grow in faster. I think right now I just want to do overlays on my natural nails for a month or so and just kind of see how that goes. So after I do the next dip powder video, which is the Saviland dip powders, I will come back with a video doing dip powders on my natural nails, unless I change my mind and end up with long nails. But yeah, so I'm just doing swatches here, and like I said, this is pretty chalky, not the best acrylic to work with, but again, these weren't intended for that. They were intended for dip powders. As far as dip powders going, when I was doing the swatches, I had no problems at all. I got really good coverage, and like I said earlier, I did 2 dips or 2 coats. A couple of the neons, I felt like maybe I could have done one more coat, especially that yellow neon. And then the pink neon, and you'll see when I get to it, I'm really unsure about that because it looks like it would be a lot brighter, but when you flip it, I'll just show you when we get to it. So I'll let you guys watch, and then I'll be back to talk about the pink. Okay, so with the yellow and the green, you can tell that they didn't mix this with as much white. Those weren't as chalky and they were easier to apply. This pink, like the lid, I thought the color was going to turn out like the lid, but it didn't. So I don't know, it's kind of weird how this color was. They used a lot of white to mix this, and you can see that here, how it just marbles. I did stir this one, and yeah, I wouldn't use this as an acrylic as the dip powder, I don't know which way it would turn out because one side looks a little dull and the other side looks bright. So I don't really, this pink was kind of a letdown, but maybe I'll still try it on my finger or what have you. But that kind of was like the biggest letdown of all the colors. I was expecting that pink to be bright like it was in the lid, but I'm kind of confused with how that one performed. But out of there was no problems with any of the other colors. I really do like the yellow and the green and the orange, which typically aren't colors that I gravitate towards or want on myself. And then my ultimate favorite color out of this whole kit was this blue. And again, that's not a color that I typically use for myself. I'm mostly pinks, purples, teals, but this blue, I don't know, even with the using it with the monomer and then as the dip was absolutely beautiful. So maybe I'll end up with some blue nails. The purple wasn't as vibrant as I would have expected for a neon purple, but it's still a pretty purple and it's still something I could work with. I do have, I think, a couple of purple neons. I know for sure I have a really pretty one from Gigi, MVP Nail Designs, and then I know that I have a really pretty purple polish from Beetles, so I'm fine with the purple not being as bright as I would expect a neon to be. But overall, I do like these colors. I do like this dip kit. Like I said, I do have another dip kit to swatch, and then after that, I'll probably do my nails with one, either this kit or the Savilan kit. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this kit, what you think of the colors. And I do have this in my Amazon storefront. I do know right now there is a 40% coupon. I don't know how long Beetles is going to have that coupon up, but definitely check that out. It is a really good price, full price, as well as with the coupon. So again, let me know what you guys think down below. I will be back soon for another video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and definitely make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I will see you guys soon for another video.